Hey guys, Mark here. In this video, I'm going to be ranking the fastest ways for you to make $10,000 per month. First up on the list, I have starting a YouTube channel. Now, I don't mean like faceless YouTube automation. I mean literally just growing a YouTube channel. Let me tell you this, growing a YouTube channel, it's typically known as like the long-term game. It's not something that you are typically going to get results with really, really quickly because you have to build up your audience, you have to build up your views, and over time it can compound and you get paid out on the ad revenue, right? The AdSense. Here's the thing, ad revenue does not really amount to a lot of money. Unless you are generating just a stupid amount of views consistently, all in all, to get to $10,000 per month and you calculate the RPMs, right? Your revenue per million viewers that you have to get, it's very, very difficult for you to get there. Long-term, YouTube, fantastic way to build your brand, but short-term, like the name of this video, guys, fastest way to get to 10K a month. This is definitely not the fastest way, and there's ways much better than this. So for that reason, I'm gonna take this handsome fella and put him in the C tier. All right, next up on the list, we have copywriting. Now, if you asked me this question 3 years ago, Mark, is copywriting a good way to get to 10K a month? I would say, not only is it a great way to get to 10K a month, but it is one of the most foundational skills, one of the most valuable skills that you could ever learn in the history of online marketing. I don't care what it is, if you know how to sell people with your words, you will never worry about money for the rest of your life. However, since the invention of LLMs and the complete revolution of AI that's unfolding right before our very eyes, I no longer feel this way. I literally have AI agents working on my business that are delivering high converting copy to me every single day. They require basically zero maintenance whatsoever. I can tell you with 100% full confidence in my heart of hearts, I will never hire a copywriter again. And I own 3 businesses right now, and I'll never hire a copywriter for them again. I'll just build agents and then build better agents. Maybe I'll have somebody to manage the agents, but in terms of hiring a copywriter, I'm not going to do it. And most people probably aren't at that level, most business owners, but more and more people are waking up every day to see how powerful AI can be in the context of copywriting. Now, if you're like, okay, Mark, what about AI copywriting? Cool, that like bumps you up a little bit, but still, business owners know how to use a lot of these tools, sometimes even better than you. So if this was regular copywriting to make 10K a month, like fastest way to make 10K a month, I would put it in the D tier. But if you use AI, I'll bump you up a few tiers and feeling freaking generous today. I'm going to put it in the B tier. Next up on the list, we have trading Forex. Now, full disclaimer, I have never traded Forex in my entire fucking life, but I think that the people that are legitimately good at trading Forex, to me, it sounds like one of the most incredible ways for you to make money. Of course, there's trade-offs to everything. Yes, absolutely. But if you think about the number of variables that you have to control, a lot of the stuff on this list, they're businesses, right? You have to learn multiple different skills. Now, it means they're a great way to make money because there's so many valuable skills you're learning. But with trading, you clock in, make your trades, make money, and you're out. Like that sounds like a phenomenal way to make money. And again, I know there's like more to the story. I know there's obviously macroeconomic events that are kind of outside of your control that influence the markets every single day. But if you have that skill of just getting in, making money, and getting out, that sounds pretty fucking good to me. But this video is not the best business models or the best ways to make 10K a month. It is the fastest. And I think if you have a little bit of capital to invest, that Forex can be a very fast way for you to get to 10K a month. Now, long-term, sustainable, that's a different question, maybe for a different video. But for fastest, I think it's definitely up there. I'm gonna actually put this one in the A tier. Next up on the list, I have starting a school community, or basically building any low-ticket MRR community where you're paid every single month by these paying subscribers, right? Now, everybody loves to glorify MRR, right? It's just like, oh, it's just this money, it comes in every single month. You don't have to worry about customers again and again and again. You acquire one customer, you're good forever. Well, let me introduce you to a little known concept called churn. And owning a software business, I can tell you, it's a bitch and it is a total pain in the ass to manage. So this whole illusion of like MRR being better than, you know, collecting cash up front, it's exactly that. It's an illusion. I also think that with Alex Hormozi having such a massive influence on internet marketing for the past few years, this quickly became a very, very saturated way to make money online. In terms of like getting there quickly, which again is the point of this video, I would actually rank this one lower because for you to build MRR, it's significantly more difficult for you to build MRR compared to cash up front because people typically have more resistance to something that they're paying for over and over and over again compared to just once. I mean, people still bitch about paying like whatever it is, $12 a month just for fucking Netflix. Imagine getting somebody for $50, $100, $500 a month. Like that is not going to be fun to manage long-term, and churn, again, it's not a fun thing to deal with, man. So for speed purposes, I am going to take the school community and put this in the B tier. Next up on the list, we have building an e-commerce brand specifically on Shopify. Now, when I was filming this video, I do e-commerce, right? This is exactly what I do. I'm trying to make this video in the most unbiased way humanly possible. And I'll tell you, building an e-commerce store, it's not the easiest way to get to 10K a month. It's not the fastest way for you to get to 10K a month. But I do believe that it is the best way. And the reason why is because if you look at a lot of the stuff on this list, you're always putting the power outside of yourself, right? If you look at copywriting, for example, or like high ticket closing, which I think I have on this fucking list, at any point in time, your clients, your offer owner, they can just pull the plug and your entire source of income is just gone. And I would never want to put that amount of power in somebody else. I want to have all the power, as fucking crazy and psychotic as it sounds. Now, it's a double-edged sword because you also have all the responsibility. So with building a brand on Shopify, I think it's the best way because not only do you learn all the most fundamental skills of marketing, like how to run ads, how to create really, really good products, how to drive brand value, amazing skill set. However, to get to 10K a month, there's a lot of stuff that you have to do. However, for the best way to make money online, building a brand like this, if you look at the brands that are being acquired, right, being sold for tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, even billions of dollars, most of them are CPG brands. They're D2C brands, exactly like what I'm sharing with you on the screen right now. And look, for me personally, getting to 10K a month, did that a while ago. For me, I'm trying to make a fucking stupid amount of money, and I want to have that enterprise value, that exit in my mind so I can look forward to that down the road, okay? So for that reason, in terms of speed, it's still good. It's not the best, but I'm going to put starting a Shopify brand in the B tier. Next up on the list, we have trading crypto. Now, everything that I said about trading Forex is pretty much applicable to trading crypto. The only potential benefit I would give is we are still relatively early. If you think about how long the Forex markets have been around compared to how long the crypto markets have been around, it's a night and day difference, right? Now, that's a good and a bad thing because risk and reward, as you know, directly correlated. However, I think that with where we are macroeconomically, this is a super, super exciting place for you to be in terms of getting to 10K a month as quickly as possible. Again, if you have a little bit of capital set up, like I didn't name this video if you have like $5,000 set aside, but if you did, I think it'd be a lot easier for you to get to 10K a month than even starting a business, period. Now, is it the best way? Is it the riskiest way? Once again, that's not this fucking video. There's a lot of cons that go into trading in general. In terms of speed, I actually think that this is one that ranks relatively high, and I'm gonna put this in the same tier as trading Forex. In that case, that'll be an A tier. Next up on the list, I have being a TikTok shop affiliate. This is essentially where you post videos on TikTok and you link to other people's products, and every time you sell one of those products, you get paid a commission for it. This is debatably one of the greatest and fastest ways for you to make money online, period, like in history. This one is going to rank very high, just to foreshadow a little bit. And the reason why is because you only have to learn one skill, which is just learning how to sell via your phone. You need virtually no startup capital. The only really limitation is your creativity and how much grit you have, okay? Let's be real. People are flooding to TikTok shop. People are flooding to TikTok in general. And more of these videos are popping up, and it's becoming more and more difficult for you to differentiate yourself. However, if you have just the tiniest ounce of grit and perseverance, and you're not posting, a video a day, you're posting like 6 videos a day or 10 videos a day. Some of the top affiliates posting like 20 plus videos a day. If that's the type of person that you are, and you have the time to do that, this is a phenomenally fast way for you to get to 10K per month. So for that reason, I'm actually going to put this in the S tier, first one on the list so far. Another caveat about TikTok shop, and again, the title of this video, I know I keep going back to it, it's very important. Getting past 10K per month and getting to 30, getting to 50, getting to 100K per month, completely different ball game. There are serious limitations with you getting to those levels, and you have to become exponentially better at what you do, produce exponentially more volume. So the point of this video is fastest to 10K, maybe not 50K or 100K, but fastest specifically to 10K. All right, next up on the list, we have high ticket closing or setting or remote sale. This is actually a very quick way to make $10,000 a month, because especially if you're selling high ticket services and you get paid a commission every time you close, let's say a $10,000 deal, you can get paid $1,000 for one single phone call, right? You only have to have 10 of those phone calls where you close somebody to get to 10K per month. So if you're on a good offer and you have good skills, most importantly, then this is a great way to get started. I also believe that just teaching people how to do sales in general, once again, it's like the same thing as copywriting. Copywriting is simply salesmanship in print. And so sales is just sales. It's one of the most valuable skills that you can learn ever, like negotiation in relationships, negotiation in the business context, negotiation with clients. Like, it's so fundamental, and the fact that we're not taught it in school should be a fucking crime. But just knowing how to convince people to do something, like the art of influence and persuasion, it's fascinating to learn how this actually works. And when you learn the skills, it's very, very valuable. And it actually can be a thing that gets you to maybe 20 or 30, maybe even 50K per month for high ticket closing. So for that reason, in terms of speed, this one ranks very high. I'm actually going to put this one currently in the A tier. Next up on on the list, we have real estate. Now, there's a ton of different ways for you to make money in real estate. Most commonly, probably wholesaling comes to mind, maybe fix and flips, maybe holding rental properties. Anything outside of wholesaling requires a good amount of capital for you to get started. So let's just like throw those out the window and focus on wholesaling. Wholesaling is essentially the practice of getting a particular property under contract and then selling the contract to another buyer and then basically profiting the difference. Now, difficulty here is the amount of work that it takes you to actually even get a deal under contract in the first place is extraordinary. And then to get that deal that goes under contract to, finish everything with the closing costs and like everything start to finish, not only does that take a lot of time, just to have a deal with the house go through, the average time is like 30 days just to get everything completely done. And that's usually pretty quick. That's already a month. A month just went by and you did nothing, basically. And so for that reason, in terms of fastest way to get to 10K a month, not only is it very, very saturated, very difficult for you to actually get good buyers on the phone, it's also just low. And so for that reason, I'm going to be putting real estate at the D tier. Shit sucks. But if you have a lot of capital, real estate is one of the best vehicles that you can put your capital in. Next up on the list, we have SaaS, aka software as a service. Now, with the explosion of vibe coding, building a SaaS has actually become incredibly easy. Now, is it going to be structurally sound? Probably not. But like having an MVP basically requires zero coding skills at this point. I own a software. I have a development team. I know how much goes into it. Okay. But I will say this, it's kind of the same argument with building the low ticket MRR school community. When you build a SaaS product, acquiring software users is even more difficult than acquiring the low ticket MRR that we were talking about in the school community, because you have to get people to pay typically a low ticket price, around $20 to $100 a month for a software, and then get them to stay. Once again, it goes back to the concept of churn. Churn is a difficult thing to deal with because you're not really ever actually acquiring just a $99 per month visitor. What you're really acquiring is somebody who pays $99 a month for 2 months and then leaves, and you can't get in contact with them whatsoever anymore because they just completely ghost you. It's very difficult. And so for that reason, along with all the stuff that goes with actually building the project yourself and building it to be structurally sound, both on the front end and the back end, vibe coding is going to get you relatively far, but as of right now, not far enough. And so for that reason, I'm going to take SaaS and actually put it in the D tier. Once again, it comes down to the speed, right? Because acquiring MRR, it's beautiful when you see it at scale, but to get to $10,000 per month, including churn, it's not a super easy thing to do, specifically in a short amount of time. Next up on the list, I have starting an AI automation agency. This is basically where you go to business owners, you say, hey, I have these AI tools that can help you do X, Y, and Z 10 times faster, 10 times cheaper. I'll sell them to you for $2,000, $2,000 a month, whatever your kind of structure looks like. That is an AI automation agency. Now, what is good about this? Number one, the timing. Everybody knows how important AI is becoming. And I think that you have a very small window of opportunity with an AI automation agency. Because like I said previously, the really smart business owners, the ones that are really doing numbers, they're not going to fucking hire an AI automation agency. They're going to build it all in-house. They're going to hire people that know how to do it. This is quite literally what I'm doing right now. Like I would never pay an agency to come and build stuff unless it is extremely advanced and I genuinely believe that they can do it better than me and my team can, which for the most part, I don't believe that. But that's not the point. The point is this a fast way for you to get to 10K a month? And as long as you have the skill, once again, going back to sales, to be able to actually sell clients on these specific packages filled with the AI automation services, then I think this is a great way for you to get to 10K a month. I think you can actually do it very quickly if you're selling to the right business. Like maybe you're selling something for like $5,000 because it's a super valuable, let's say like AI automation lead gen strategy, right? You only have to have 2 people buy that at $5,000. Of course, yes, easier said than done. I fucking get it. But business owners are willing to pay for that right now. It's very, very clear. Simply because if you know anything about entrepreneurs, they have the most amount of FOMO maybe out of any type of person of all time. They see one person doing something they're not doing, they're like immediately messaging their team saying, guys, we have to do this. We have to do this right now. And AI happens to be one of those big things right now. Another little caveat, I almost exclusively never hire agencies. The amount of agencies that are actually good at what they do is extremely, extremely low. And to be honest, it's because a lot of you motherfuckers watching this video right now that watched like one Iman Gadzhi video, decide to start an SMMA with no idea what you're doing, then real business owners hire you and you don't fucking even know how to run a fucking Facebook ads campaign. Just, I mean, I'm just being honest. I never ever hire agencies. I can think of 1 or 2 exceptions in the 7 years that I've been in business. And every time I do make an exception, it doesn't fucking turn out well. So I'm really big on hiring in-house, and I think a lot of the best entrepreneurs are. But if you're really that good, if If you're actually good at what you do, you can actually get good results. This is a great way, great fast way for you to make 10K a month. For that reason, we're gonna put this guy in the A tier. All right, next up on the list, we have starting a faceless YouTube channel. So kind of like the YouTube channel we did previously, but specifically faceless. This is fucking hard. This is really fucking difficult to get to 10K a month. Same argument as I made before, except you don't have a person to put on camera who maybe has like personality and can communicate effectively. You have nothing at your disposal. It's all just you, AI, some people on Fiverr maybe to help you edit the video, make the thumbnails, but at that point, AI can even do all of that too. So it's difficult, man. And the amount of reps that you have to put in to actually make videos that people want to watch takes a lot of time. Now, can it be a good long-term strategy? I actually would say yes. I think that you can get to 10K a month, but it's gonna take 6+ months for you to get there. Of course, there's exceptions, but the exceptions prove the rule that it's difficult and that it's very slow for you to get to that level. So for that reason, we're gonna take faceless YouTube channels, put it in the D tier. All right, next up on the list, we have organic dropshipping. Let's just say you're building a brand and you wanna start doing it organically, right? We put the brand building one here. I think that organic, in order for you to get to 10K a month in the fastest way possible, actually scores very, very high, because all it takes to generate $10,000, all it takes is one video, one that does really, really well and gets millions and millions of views. So you're always just one video away from seriously changing your life and making 10K a month. Now, is it going to be a consistent way? Is it going to be a way with longevity? Again, not the point of this video, but in terms of how quickly you can get there, this one ranks very high. For me, I would actually put this in the S tier. But once again, guys, the same kind of downsides that I said for TikTok Shop, same also true for organic dropshipping, except probably even worse. Like the downsides here, you have to put in a fuck ton of work. You got to post a shitload of videos. You have to have a lot of grit and you have to be very creative. But for the people that are those things, this is a phenomenally fast way for you to get to 10K a month. I'm a fan of that. Of course, like I said, not easy. And I'm the paid ads guy. I like running ads. Organic is not where I like to spend the majority of my time. But the people that I know that are doing this and that got started, it really does take just one video. But that one video, it may take you posting 100 videos that don't do fucking anything until you find that one that gets you 10K a month. So it's not necessarily consistent, but blah, blah, blah. You get the point. Next up on the list, we have selling info product. Now, this is basically the same as selling e-commerce, except you're not selling a physical product, you're selling something digital. Now, the difficulty with that is when you go to e-commerce and you're selling physical products, immediately with the customer, they know that they are buying something of value because it has physical value. It has intrinsic value because you can hold it in your hand. Info product you can't hold in your hand, right? So immediately the value is going to be lower than that of an e-commerce product. But the reason that I'm actually going to put this higher than e-commerce is simply because if you have good marketing skills, if you know how to do copywriting, especially with AI and with agents, if you know how to properly build an offer, if you know how to run ads, this is a fantastic way for you to get to 10K a month. Now, of course, there's like a lot of caveats there because you need to actually be good at marketing. Like that's the most important thing, bar none, is you have to know how to either make good ads, make good content, or fuck, that's basically it. Because there's only two types of traffic, right? It's going to be either organic traffic or paid traffic. Even if you're using affiliates, I would still consider that technically organic. And so for that reason, I'm going to take the info products and actually put this at the A tier. As long as you're good at marketing and you can convince random strangers on the internet to buy something that you can't hold in your hand, you don't have to worry about any logistics. You don't have to worry about holding your product in shipping containers all over the world. It's literally just sell the product, deliver it, that's it. Another thing you have to be aware of with selling info products is the refunds, but you know, that's a whole nother story. All right, we're running out of room here, but next one on the list, I have building a personal brand. So it doesn't really matter what platform you're doing it on, YouTube, IG, TikTok, wherever. Again, the point of this video, fastest way. Typically building a brand is a long-term play. So over the long term, yes, it can make you ridiculous amounts of money. If I think of the people in my head right now that have amazing personal brand and they actually know how to monetize it, it is so difficult to beat, both in terms of volume, consistency, and just margins, because you're not spending any money on paid ads. However, if you think about all the time that they put in leading up to that massive amount of money, it ends up most of the time being years. It's years worth of posting content with, you know, little engagement. It's years worth of replying to comments, having conversations with people before anybody buys anything of yours. For speed purposes, this does not rank well. For longevity purposes, yeah, 100%, it's great. But for that reason, I'm going to take the personal brand and actually put it in the C tier. And that's basically everything that I could think of to put on this freaking list. If you guys think I missed something, drop it in the comments and I'll respond to the top like ones. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video, y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Run more ads.